Our society relies on law enforcement to maintain order, protect citizens, and uphold the law. Without police officers enforcing legal boundaries, society would descend into chaos. They ensure that laws are followed and that communities can thrive in a structured environment. However, it is important to recognize the dual nature of law enforcement. While officers protect us, they're also tools of the justice system, and their methods can include deception, manipulation, and coercion under the law. In this video, we'll explore why you should support the police but never fully trust them. Order and safety are the pillars of any functioning society, and the police play a crucial role in upholding these principles. By enforcing the law, police officers prevent crime, protect individuals and property, and ensure that disputes are resolved within a legal framework. Imagine a world without law enforcement. People would act on their own impulses and social stability would crumble. The presence of police is necessary to maintain the balance that keeps a society running smoothly. Police officers ensure that laws are applied equally to everyone, keeping the peace in both public and private spaces. Through patrols, investigations, and intelligence gathering, officers work proactively to prevent crime before it happens. Officers respond to emergencies and public safety threats such as burglaries, assaults, or violent incidents, providing immediate assistance. In essence, society depends on law enforcement to provide the foundation for order and safety, which is why supporting their role in maintaining this order is essential. While police officers are vital to societal order, they are also allowed by law to use deception and manipulation during investigations. This is an aspect of their role that requires a more cautious and skeptical approach. The goal of law enforcement is to gather evidence, make arrests, and obtain confessions when appropriate, and they are often trained to use psychological tactics to achieve these objectives. Police are legally allowed to lie to suspects during interrogations to extract confessions or evidence. For example, officers might falsely claim they have DNA evidence or witness testimony linking a suspect to a crime, even if that evidence doesn't exist. This well-known tactic involves two officers playing opposing roles, one aggressive, the other sympathetic, to manipulate the suspect into confessing. Police might suggest that cooperation will lead to a lighter sentence, even though they have no control over sentencing decisions. These tactics are legal and widely used, often resulting in confessions, sometimes even false confessions, especially under stressful circumstances. While the use of deception can be an effective tool in solving crimes, it also poses a risk to individuals who may be manipulated or coerced into providing incriminating information. It is important to remember that the police are not your friends. They are agents of the justice system whose primary role is to enforce the law. While they are vital for protecting communities, their responsibility is to gather evidence that may be used in criminal proceedings. This means that interactions with police officers should be handled with caution, especially in legal situations. Always protect your rights. Know your constitutional rights when interacting with police. For instance, you have the right to remain silent and the right to an attorney. Exercise these rights if you find yourself in a potentially incriminating situation. Self-preservation. Recognizing that the police are not there to befriend you is crucial for self-preservation. They may use any information you provide to build a case against you, so always be mindful of what you say or do when interacting with law enforcement. Navigating interrogations. If questioned by the police, it's important to understand that you are not obligated to answer without legal representation. Officers may downplay the seriousness of the situation or suggest that they just want to clear things up, but their ultimate goal is to extract information that could lead to charges or convictions. The key takeaway is that police officers should be seen as tools of the system, not personal allies. They have a job to do, and part of that job involves working within a legal framework that allows them to use various tactics, sometimes deceptive ones, to solve crimes. Even with the knowledge that police can use deception, it's important to acknowledge the critical role they play in maintaining public safety and order. Law enforcement officers serve as the first line of defense against crime and danger. Their presence and actions are essential for the protection of communities. and supporting their efforts is necessary for a functioning society. Supporting public safety police officers risk their lives daily to keep communities safe from criminal activity. Their work often involves confronting violent individuals, diffusing dangerous situations, and protecting innocent people from harm. Collaborating with law enforcement. Supporting the police doesn't mean blindly trusting them, rather it means recognizing the value they bring to society. Community members can play an important role in working with police to ensure their neighborhoods are safe, all while remaining cautious of their interactions. While police deception can be troubling, it is essential to balance support for law enforcement with a healthy skepticism about their methods. The goal is to uphold the law fairly and justly, but citizens must also be vigilant about protecting their own rights. When interacting with law enforcement, it's crucial to approach the situation with caution and awareness. Here are key tips for handling police interactions. Know your rights. Be aware of your legal rights, including your right to remain silent and your right to an attorney. These rights are crucial during interrogations or traffic stops. Stay calm and respectful. Avoid escalating the situation. Remain calm and polite when dealing with law enforcement, but don't be afraid to assert your rights if needed. Ask for legal representation. If you are being questioned about a potential crime, request a lawyer before answering any questions. Legal representation is your best defense against manipulation or coercion. These steps are essential for navigating the often complex relationship between citizens and law enforcement. In conclusion, while it is important to support the police for their role in upholding law and order, it is equally important to remain cautious in your interactions with them. Police officers are tools of the justice system, and their job often requires them to use tactics that are designed to gather evidence, which can include deception. By understanding their role, knowing your rights, and maintaining a healthy skepticism, you can protect yourself from potentially manipulative tactics while still acknowledging the value they bring to society. Supporting the police does not mean trusting them without question. It means respecting the necessity of their role while also recognizing that they are part of a larger system, and for your own self-preservation, you should always be aware of how that system works.
Remember to like and subscribe for more video content. Sapiens quae vigilat.